Welcome back to the News at 4. It is Monday, and we are constructing our kids with parenting author and journalist Donna Tatro. She's joining us from LA via Zoom. Hi, Donna. How are you?
Hi, I'm great. How are you?
Okay, let's talk about youth sports today. Restrictions are slowly lifting, and tryouts are about to get underway. So, aside from the physical fitness benefits, why should we be encouraging our kids to participate in these team sports?
Yeah, this is such an exciting time for kids and parents, right? Getting back on the field. Look, it increases academic benefits as well. You get better grades if you're a student athlete. Fewer of these kids drop out of high school, and it really increases this cognitive ability. And it's because the increase to the blood flow for the brain, and it activates those endorphins, those chemicals that are released in the brain when you exercise. And that can change your mood, and it can impact your mood, making a better mood and performance, school performance there. And it increases those emotional benefits as well. So this is a really great balance for our kids to get back into sports.
I love that, and it's really just a lot of fun too. But what about our kids who might not have a lot of confidence, and the idea of taking on the tryout situation or even a game in of itself is just too much for them? What do you suggest for that?
Well, what we got to do is we kind of just got to baby step them through this. I mean, this is something that they can learn and really grow to have fun with. So it also increases this sense of self. So when we help our kids really realize that this is just going to be fun, we're doing this for fun and we're going to do this together and I'm going to help you get through it. It's going to also allow for these better social interactions, stronger relationships with different friends and coaches. And it's increasing, these life skills. So they also get this social support from coaches and from other players. So it builds this sense of community so they feel that they're part of something. So we start small and they'll get into it once they start seeing friends that are happy to be playing, coaches that are encouraging them. So we can get them into this.
I love how you talk about interacting with the adults, because that's one thing I think is so beneficial, is seeing other adults in a role like that, besides just your parents. Now let's talk about the commitment of it all. And some parents may think it could be a distraction from their education, but the commitment is a positive thing, and kind of like you already talked about, you're in a way helping your child's education.
Absolutely. We know this from research that it really does increase our students' academic performance and it keeps them in school. And so what we want to do is we want to show them too, through teamwork, they can learn so much. They can work with diverse personalities and they come up with different scenarios that they have to work through and adapt. Also, team sports also teach this sense of group and individual responsibility. I'm a part of this team. I have to play my part. I can't let my teammates down. It's not just about me.
I love that, because that can be a hard thing for kids to understand. Now, as we're going about the season and the sports are kind of underway, what are some of the things that parents can do, as parents, we can do to encourage our child to enjoy the experience? Because sometimes when you get into the middle of it, things take not a turn for the worse, but they can kind of become more of a burden than a productive situation. So what can we do to help our kids really enjoy the process?
Well, we have to be encouraged by what our kids want to do. And if they want to do a sport that you don't necessarily like as a parent, sorry, it's their time to play. It's their time to figure out what sport they want to get into. So we really want to encourage them to think about, do they like running a lot? Is soccer a good sport? Do they want to kind of go be a baseball player like they see on TV? Do they want to just hit that ball? So ask them, what kind of sports are interesting to you? You could also share, what you might have played, the sports you might have played, but let them pick the sports that they want to play, because then they're going to get that buy-in and they're going to want to play the sport because they picked it and they have that interest.
Okay, I love that idea. So coming up on Friday, we're going to talk about what happens when they want to quit. So we'll save that portion of the discussion for then. But Donna, thanks so much for joining us today. We do appreciate it. We want to remind everybody at home that if you have questions for Donna, you can send them to us via video to kidsunderconstruction at abc4.com, and we will answer them for you right here on air. Donna, thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you on Friday.
See ya.